Now, this whole drama... Now, to be fair, Twitch has been, in my personal opinion, very anti-VTuber for a while. It has not really been more prominent than it is now. And it's been growing steadily over time. And we've seen this with a temporary suspension here, a banning over there, and it gets overturned. This has happened in the past, inconsistently, it feels like. And so, because of that, I think people have always kind of, like, said, yes, VTubers feel targeted, and there are going to be some instances I want to, at least one or two instances I want to bring up where we talk about that, to support my claims, but VTubers have been targeted time and time and time again, but not to the frequency that I feel like we're getting right now. This all starts back on the 14th, back on the 14th, so this would be 2 days ago. Shondo was having a moment. She was, I believe, talking about how grateful she was for her audience, that Twitch was a place for her to feel happy. It went along the lines of mentioning how she was struggling with specific thoughts, and that triggered Twitch. That triggered Twitch. Now, I'm seeing that people are saying that the full VOD is downloaded somewhere. I am not really inclined to pull up the clips, because if I do, these are also clips that could have gotten her banned, and I do not want to get my channel banned. However, if I'm incorrect, please correct me, but it is my understanding that she was not threatening her own life at the moment. She was talking about how her audience was helping her not feel that way. That is the understanding that I have gleaned from all of this, and it is because of that. People are not sure if it was a manual reporting or if it was an automatic reporting, but Twitch would write her an email the following morning, and this is what it says. Hello, Fallen Shadow. We received your content video, and we are concerned about you. If you're currently struggling or feeling unsafe, please reach out for help and talk to someone you trust, contact your doctor, or go to the hospital. In accordance with community guidelines and to protect our community, we've removed this content. Self-harm behavior, seriously threatening to harm yourself or endanger your life, is not allowed on Twitch. I don't think it's allowed anywhere. Just to be clear. Just to be clear, I don't think that's really allowed anywhere. Please read our community guidelines to learn more. We have a page dedicated to mental health support and resources that you can navigate in this difficult time. As this is a breach of our community guidelines, we've suspended your account temporarily 30 days. Know that you're valued as part of the Twitch community. Please take care. Note, due to your suspension of 30 days or longer, any subscriptions you may have will not renew. To make changes to your subscriptions while suspended, please contact us. Okay. So, this was basically saying that they found her video, and again, everybody's saying that they feel like it's targeted, and I can play around with the idea that it's targeted here in a moment. I'll get through this and we can talk about that. But Twitch came upon the video from whatever means, and they decided to suspend the account for 30 days. Now, I can believe that a Twitch employee got a hair trigger and decided that because of the contents of the video, they felt like it was worthy of banning. And I'm not saying that's correct. I will 100% say right now, there are a lot of times where Twitch gets it wrong. And again, we will lead into why I believe that they got it wrong. Because if I am to understand the context where she was not actively threatening her life or the life of somebody else, she was talking about how her audience was a support structure for her. And if that's actually true, Twitch may have taken away a support structure for a person that could have been at risk. Now, thankfully, I do not think that Shondo is a person at risk. If they were, I feel like somebody would have reached out to them by now, besides Twitch. But to take away the support structure of an individual that very obviously was having a moment with their audience, that very obviously needed to convey the importance of how much that audience on Twitch, you know, on the platform she was banned on, was important to her, and they decided to take that away. Now again, everybody would like to think. Now, I personally do not have any evidence. A lot of other people can infer what they would like about this. But there is a lot of people that believe that this was a targeted attack against Shondo by anti-individuals. I don't know if she is a I'm going to assume that she is a or at the very least is petite, based off of the model I saw. But it does sound like there was attacks that were waged against her. And if I had to guess, because of her content. Now, to be honest, I have heard of some of the content. I've heard some of the content that she has done. People can correct me. People can correct me from this. I don't know how true this is, but somebody told me that she did a cosplay of an Austrian painter. I feel like that's I feel like that's good enough for Twitch, YouTube. Did she actually do that? I need to know if that actually happened, because somebody said that she did that. Yes? Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Fair enough. However, I don't want to take away from the actual topic at play here. And the topic at play is that Twitch decided to take down her account for self-harm reasons. Okay, so there was a decent period of time between this initial tweet on the 14th and then the next one that took place the next day, because it took an entire day, all right, an entire day of people saying that this was unfair. Now, it was not just Shondo that added Clancy, the CEO of Twitch. It was not just a couple of other small VTubers. It was a plethora of people. I think myself included, I said something about how dumb I thought this was. But a lot of people, okay? A lot of people came out and said, this is dumb, you need to reverse this, I think this is wrong, okay? But it did eventually get overturned. Awesome. Great. That never happens, by the way. Absolutely never happens, in my personal opinion. It's almost always with Twitch that when there is a suspension or when there is a ban, they don't reverse it. They just decide to make it happen, and you gotta go through it. And if it just happens, you gotta deal with it. You know, it's kind of dumb. I hate it. I don't know. It's so stupid. It's absolutely stupid. So she was suspended. And then one day, 16 hours, and 5 minutes later, she gets unbanned. Awesome. She celebrates. Awesome. She's free. And she says, thank you for everything. And then they send her another email. Now, a lot of people have been inferring things based off of this email. And I think it's very, very fair to infer things because of the nature of the email and the nature of the case. So Shondo would say, after saying thank you to everybody, after they get this email saying, so they're admitting it is only because of the backlash. Very, very, very interesting here. So Twitch writes and says, hello, Fallen Shadow. A member of our team has reviewed your appeal and can confirm that the correct enforcement was issued. So they are saying that yes, we are correct. You should have been banned. We know we are in the right here. Okay? That is what they are saying. However, given the details of your case, we have determined that your appeal can be accepted. Make sure to stay informed by familiarizing yourself with our terms of service and community guidelines. So, there is a little bit of inference here that you can do. All right? With Twitch, I try not to guess unless I feel confident, or I feel like it's deserved. With Twitch, I feel like it's a little bit deserved. What they are saying here is, yes, we believe you should stay suspended. However, given the details of your case, which means that it could be that they decided to unsuspend this girl because of the backlash, because of the fact that they are taking away a resource from somebody that could potentially be hurting. They realized that, oh crap, we might actually lead to more self-harm or actual self-harm if we take this resource away from somebody that is apparently hurting. And all it really took for them to realize that was probably hundreds of VTubers and creators saying, get this your freaking bag, Twitch. And they decided to reverse it. Kind of sad in my humble opinion. That is kind of sad. The fact that it takes a social outcry to get a platform to actually get off of its butt and do something. It is kind of like pretty disgusting in my personal opinion, and I'm not quite sure why. It is just a travesty. Now, if this were the only thing that happened in regards to Twitch, this week, I feel like it would be a little different. Okay, I feel like it would be just a little bit different. But this was not the only isolated incident here, chat. There was another. There would be another, chat. Zentrea, today even, 9:18 a.m., okay? Zentrea would tweet this from VShojo. In all the years I've been on Twitch, I've always played by the rules and knew where the lines were. I've never gotten a warning. I've had basically the equivalent of a one-piece swimsuit for less than 5 minutes far from the screen. I think something is going on. Okay, so they received this email. It's a very interesting email. Hello, Zentrea. Twitch is committed to keeping our community safe from everyone. As part of that, we require all users to ensure that anything shared on their account abides by Twitch's terms of service, community guidelines, local law, and additional safety policies. Based on a review of your activity and content, we've issued a warning on your account. Content classification themes. Some types of content do not violate our community guidelines, but are not appropriate for all Twitch users. Excuse me. In order to help viewers make informed choices about the content that we watch, we require streamers to apply the appropriate content classification label to their channel when a stream includes any of the following: mature-rated games, sexual themes, drugs, intoxication, or excessive tobacco use, violent and graphic depictions, gambling, and significant profanity or vulgarity. We are writing to inform you that we have reviewed one of your recent streams and have applied a sexual themes content classification label to it. That is a mouthful and a half. So she received this warning on her stream. She would go ahead and make some additional tweets for more context here. And this additional context I feel like is extremely important here. Extremely important. First saying, now mind you, this isn't a ban, this is a warning, but if I show the swimsuit toggle for even a minute, I will most likely be banned, so it's a very weird situation. I was just standing there and talking about a normal topic far from the screen. So in dangerous waters, ATM. This next tweet is very important. Also, I've had that one-piece swimsuit for 2+ years, and as well as others longer, and never received any warning or such from them. So this is out of nowhere, which is why it is strange for me. I am not sure what's going on right now. So the 2 years here is probably the most important part to this. This outfit that Zentrea is talking about is not new. Because if it was new, okay, you know, you might, you know, I might still give you BS on it. Might, but I would still say that Twitch is probably in the wrong. However, this is not a new thing. This is an old piece of content that Zentreya has used for 2 years. And now, all right, now of all times, they are deciding to add this to their account. Okay? Now they are adding this to their account. Now, Zentreya is not the only VTuber I've seen that has gotten this. I came upon this while I was doing some research for today. I have not really read more into this. I don't know the details behind this person. All I know is that they got this today. Like literally 6-7 hours ago. This is a illustrator and modeler, and I believe that they didn't stream but started to stream. My factory in the background lost power. That's okay, we'll fix it here, and we'll fix it here eventually. So this individual says, ended my streaming career before I even started. Lamau, if I started working on a VTuber model, I keep it within TOS. What does Twitch have against VTubers lately? So this individual, it sounds like, was streaming themselves making a model, which, you know, a lot of VTuber streamers do. Mine doesn't, because I asked him to keep mine under wraps so that I can keep it a surprise for you. But he was streaming, he or she. I'm going to assume he. I believe it is a he. I saw their picture. I believe it's a he. And they got taken off, it sounds like. And they got the exact same warning here for sexual themes. Now, they didn't really provide much more. All they said is that they'll be more careful. Stream is the only thing to keep my mind off things, ATM. Yeah, so, like, legitimately, they're not quite sure what it was. But, like, second VTuber that has received this issue. Okay? This is the second time this has happened here. In literally less than 12 hours, even. Okay? Less than 12 hours this is happening. Okay? Now, some may ask why this is happening. What has led to Twitch doing this? Nobody really knows. Nobody understands. However, do you know who has some... Oh, there's a couple opinions on people that will opine these. The first one that I want to look at is a very, very, very schizophrenic rabbit. A favorite of probably everybody. And that is Pippa. Sorry here, I didn't mean to like show my hands here way too quickly. It is Pippa. Pippa would go ahead and throw out quite the conspiracy theory. One that I think a lot of people are willing to believe. And I think, like an Alex Jones theory, if Twitch doesn't come out and say anything about it, it's probably going to, a lot of people are probably going to believe it. A lot of people, myself included, probably will believe it. Okay? Probably. Because it does kind of make a little bit of sense. I'll kind of give my opinion here later, because her opinion is going to be substantiated by the next opinion I want to play. So, Pippa would say, my conspiracy theory is someone at Twitch hates VTubers and is trying to shut them down during the most lucrative months in the year, September. See below for info. And it goes through the September info here, so all of this stuff, very important, cool stuff, and they're, quote, retweeting Zentreya as well. So she believes that they are trying to get rid of VTubers. And a lot of people are willing to believe that they are trying to get rid of VTubers. We have seen it constantly when it comes to Twitch. A lot of people will probably try to lump in YouTube as well. Now, to YouTube's credit, and I'm not trying to shill here, I'm just giving my opinion. I feel like YouTube really just doesn't want sex on the platform, all right? I think that they just want to get rid of it. That's why they're targeting ASMR right now. I think that they just want to scrub content that they find is problematic. So YouTube is scrubbing problematic content. I also believe that there is a bit of a reporting problem going on in YouTube, and because they only work with bots now, YouTube is gonna have to figure that out. But I do believe that Twitch is systematically targeting VTubers, and if they can find and get rid of a VTuber for any reason, they will. Why? Well, really quickly. Beyond just Twitch trying to get rid of VTubers, people are trying to hide VTubers. This is a post by a Stray Wolf here, somebody that I am familiar with. Stray Wolf went ahead and gave this addition to the theory, basically saying that some of the most recent stream charts here are excluding VTubers. I don't know if you guys remember this. This is from Stream Hatchet here, showing their data of the highest female live streamers in the game. Now, this does include YouTube as well. Let's be honest here. YouTube would probably be the top 5 on the list if it came down to it, because YouTube has most of the actual high streamers here. We'll get to that in a moment. But it shows here some of the highest streamers that are females. Here's the highest ones here. I'm kind of surprised that oh, never mind. There's Pokimane. Pokimane's. I was kind of surprised Pokimane is the number 1, considering that she's like the face of YouTube. But you know, it's whatever. But this is the highest female streamers. But chat. Do you know who's missing from this list? Do you know who we're missing? Quite literally, all of the VTubers. The community note down here would very accurately list the actual top 5 streamers here. Saying this list excludes female streamers who are VTubers, with the female VTubers included. Emeru would be named number 6th instead of first, following the order of Fubuki, Subaru, Pekora, Miko, and Aqua. So quite literally, Emeru right here would be number 6, which is absolutely insane, mind you. Number 6 with nearly 20,000 viewers. All right? She has nearly 20,000 viewers. Average viewers, all right? This is average viewers. Like, my average viewers on YouTube is between 60 to 100. Her average viewers are nearly 20,000, okay? So, it's insane. Absolutely insane. But they're saying that these 5 VTubers here are higher. But yes, there is an issue, chat. What is the issue? VTubers are superior, all right? And this is an issue that I think the flesh streamers, all right, the girls of the internet have had to come to terms with. The female streamers, and I don't really count myself in there, because you know, me being me, I don't really count myself in there, but like, just in general, the female streamers of YouTube and Twitch have had to deal with the fact that the industry is being taken over by anime women. And they're not all Japanese. Some of them are some pretty cool Western individuals. But they are getting taken over by VTubers. Now, there's a myriad of reasons that you can argue about why VTubers here have been taking over the industry. Maybe it's because VTubers can dress however they want. They can do however they want. They don't have to spend 10 to 20 to 30 hours putting on 10 billion pounds of makeup. Or they don't have to act like a thought in order to get attention. Like, literally, you can just show up as a female VTuber on screen, and chances are, if you're not a psychopath and you're not trying to get clout off of Twitter, people will like you. Okay? Chances are people will like you. And more often than not, I have seen multiple female VTubers start from nothing and go up. Now, granted, some of them probably got help. In this industry, as with every industry, if you know somebody, you move a little bit faster than if you don't know somebody. I have experienced that. Quite literally, my happened. My glow up happened when I decided to artificially help myself by covering topics that I felt were more interesting. And it works. But like, you have these virtual creators here, and they are vastly more popular than the women that spend multiple hours dolling themselves up, showing their breasts out on screen, and just trying to get the horny men to give them the $5 a month, chat. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if I was one of them, I would be pissed. I would be so mad. Because here I am investing all this time and money and effort into making myself look pretty, and that VTuber doesn't have to do anything. Yeah, I would probably be a little upset. But to be fair, chat, this is an industry that is very hyper-competitive, and if you're not willing to play in the hyper-competitive industry, you're gonna get moved out. So some of these e-thoughts is what I'm gonna call them. I don't care if people get mad. They're e-thoughts. Some of these e-thoughts have decided to take the road of becoming a VTuber. Some of them have. Some of them have failed from doing that. Some of them, and I'm glad that they do, because e-thoughts don't deserve to be in VTubing. Some of them have made it. Some of them have mellowed out, thankfully. Some of them have become tourists, and then they get pushed out. Is it too far of a stretch to believe that these female streamers that have to spend a lot of time appealing to their simps, and I'm going to call them the simps, is it any question that they have their own simps inside of the platform that happens to be censoring the direct competition that they have to deal with? Is that too far-fetched to think, chat? I don't think it's too far-fetched to think. My podcast didn't think it was too far-fetched to think, and I'm going to play for you now a video, a clip from my podcast that Legal Mindset graciously took. And we are going to go through this, and we are going to talk about this, and we are going to react to it.
And then they'll cry and whine if they don't get subs. And it's like, well, what are you doing other than having a model that has boba? Right. Yeah. Like
exactly. I feel like he was looking right at me.
Twitch is very anti. I know YouTube to a lesser extent, but Twitch especially is very anti like any sort of exposure.
And
so you're already
you're risking yourself. I had to cancel that episode because my AC repair guy came over. But I'm ready to do that episode again about their Twitch policy. But for VTubers, it is more strict than for flesh tubers. That is super.
Do you know why? Do you have any idea why?
Yes. No, I know exactly why. You guys don't know?
I don't feel like I understand it. It makes no sense because like they care less about VR people even. And I have a 3D
You don't
model.
have a hypothesis? You can't come up with a hypothesis of why they might not?
I have two hypotheses actually.
Okay,
I have
go ahead. I want to hear.
The real life one, and then I have the conspiracy one. The real life one is real humans really can't affect like how they look necessarily. As a VTuber, you are specifically choosing how you want to look. So to a degree, you have specifically designed yourself to be hypersexual. Whereas a regular girl that just has really big tits, well, she was just born that way. There's no way she can solve that. My second conspiracy is that every guy that manages Twitch is just a massive coomer, which is why simp is a banned word on Twitch, and they just prefer 3D women.
Yeah. This is both. By the way, so both of these things are true, and beyond that, it is the personal relationships. This is something that is actually been pretty proven behind the scenes. Because remember, VTubing is new, and Twitch has been around for a while. The people that have the deepest and personal connections are people like Pokimane and Amaranth and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. The classic e-thought, right? They've got these personal relationships, and they go to Twitch and say, look, it is not fair that we spend 2 hours getting ready for a stream and thoughting ourselves up and et cetera, and we have to look good, and these people just turn on a camera and they can be in sweats and a t-shirt, with
Really quick, chat, I am in sweats and a t-shirt right now. Actually, I'm in shorts right now because I just don't care. I mean, most people don't care how dudes dress when they stream anyway, but like legitimately, that is the best part about VTubing, is I could be naked right now, you would not know.
Cheeto stains on them, and no one cares because they see their cute waifu, which, by the way, can have a toggle to completely change their appearance, which satisfies men's need for like diversity and change, etc. So they can do things easily that enhance their appearance that flesh tubers and e-thoughts cannot do, and 3D e-thoughts cannot do. They said, look, you need to sandbag these people, because if you don't, they're going to take over. So they say, okay, yes. They also all think, all of the Twitch mods, they're huge simps. They're all usually mods. A lot of the Twitch staff are mods in the chats of these large creators, right? They're like deeply tied in with them. So when they send them on these missions, they go and hit people, they go and strike people down, and they also think, oh, I can have a chance with her, right? This is gonna I have a chance of smashing Amaranth because I went and got that evil VTuber for her. She's gonna reward me with her poo nanny, right?
Don't put
These
that out of
people are the
context.
saddest. These are the saddest sacks ever.
And he's very accurate. Very accurate, chat. Very, very, very accurate. So that's the answer. I don't feel like, thankfully, I don't feel like it needs to be very heavily conspiratorial here. We don't need to ask the question, why is Twitch so anal towards VTubers? Well, we know. It's because they're not real people. And they want real people. It's not that far-fetched to think that some of the biggest moderators of the platform are some of the biggest coomers that give to these streamers, that offer to these streamers. It doesn't surprise me, chat. Do you want to know why it doesn't surprise me? You've literally got people that are VTubers that lose their channels. And then you've got boob streamers that literally take 3-day vacations. And guess what? It is a boon to those people because then they can shill their other websites that people can go to. And it's kind of disgusting. Personally, I think it's kind of disgusting. But what are you going to do? I'm not saying that, excuse me. Not saying that's right, not saying that's wrong. But what are you going to do? You've quite literally got a platform that is built up of internet jannies that all they want is to get with their favorite streamer of choice. So you're really, unless you also decide to thought yourself in public as a VTuber, you're kind of SOL. You're kind of just SOL in chat. And while I'm saying this, I am trying to look up something here because I had something. Oh, perfect. So what is your alternative? What is your alternative here, chat? What do you think I'm going to tell you to do? All right. What do you think the multi-streamer here is going to tell you what to do? All right. Because people ask me occasionally, they're like, Akko, what is your plan if this happens to you? I was like, okay, you want to know my plan? Here's my plan. Chat, you got to multi-stream. You got to stop keeping it to one platform. Okay? Sorry, my chair decided it wants to get in the mix as well. You cannot just stick with one fucking platform anymore. You cannot just stick around in one place. I understand. Twitch is the culture. Twitch is the place where literally some of the biggest names show up. But guess what? That's not where all the names came up. Do you want to know something funny? Some of the most, actually no, the most popular VTubers in the world don't even stream on Twitch. Do you want to know where they're at? They're on YouTube, baby. They're over here. They're on the other side of the rainbow. And I get it. YouTube has its own problems. Trust me. I know. I deal with some of those problems every single day when it's like, oh, this stream is not advertiser friendly. It's like, why is it not advertiser friendly? I'm like, actually, nah, we changed our mind. It is. But all the views you got while we were reviewing it, you don't get any money off of that. Like, okay, fine, whatever. It doesn't matter that I got a couple thousand views off of that. I'll deal. You know? It's just like, I get there's issues with YouTube. However, my personal opinion, YouTube is better than Twitch is. Vastly better. I don't care if Twitch has the cute little redeems, if it has the cute little community, it has all these little fancy freaking plugins that you can plug into your stream so that your little dudes can like jump around and all that kind of stuff. YouTube has way more ways of monetizing you. Okay? YouTube has way more ways of giving to you. Okay? Thank you for the sub. By the way, I'll read supers here in a couple minutes. But let's not just go with YouTube. All right? YouTube is not the only other place you can stream. All right, chat? If you don't like Twitch and you don't like YouTube, you don't like the big cringe lords at the top, you don't like the alphabet, you don't like Amazon, fine. Where else can you go? Kick exists. I know some people don't like Kick, but Kick exists. Just gotta get past the weirdos over there. DLive is still a thing. Just gotta get used to the Chinese lemons. Rumble and Locals exists. Even if you're... Listen, Destiny is on Rumble, so you can't say that left-leaning people aren't welcome there, because Destiny is on Rumble. I almost wanted to call him a commie, but I know he's not a commie. That was a mistake I made when I made my video on him. But, like, you can also go to Facebook. I streamed on Facebook for, like, a year and a half before I left there. You can go to Twitter. Twitter's got streaming now. You just gotta pay $8 a month. Like, there are so many avenues, okay? There's so many avenues for you to go to. If you stick to one platform, all right? And I am saying this with the most love in my heart possible here, okay? There's a reason why on my dashboard for Restream.io, I am constantly streaming to 4 platforms at once. I will eventually add a 5th. Me and Lumi are talking about a potential 5th platform. I'm thinking about it. I might have Rumble as my 5th. But if you do not diversify and Twitch goes down, I am sorry, but like, after all of these warnings, after all of these canaries in the fucking mines here, all right? We have had canary after canary after canary, and they are screeching for you to get the hell out. If you do not listen, you cannot get upset the moment that the cave comes down on you. The point of today's lesson here, chat, the thing that I wish to impress upon you, if you are a streamer and you are listening to this, okay? Because I expect that when I turn this into a video, that more people are going to hear this. If you are a streamer, stop streaming to just Twitch or just YouTube. Diversify yourself. Or languish and die, is what I'm going to say.